Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the San Francisco 49ers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
And the Arizona Cardinals.
4-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins, 62 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. Right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled. Second and 9 from the 44.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the
Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Caught left side, Hopkins. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Murray now. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That is caught inside the 5. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, San Francisco.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 14, 49ers 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo now. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25.
Complete to George Kittle. A gain of 33.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had an excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return comes Drake. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a run...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. K1 short. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Going to try and throw on 3rd. Toward the pylon, caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. On the return comes Drake. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 51 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A give. This is Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd
and as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
21. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
To kick off for San Francisco.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And he is over 200 yards. We thought this matchup might be good for him. It's been... Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mostert. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. On the return comes Drake. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Kinlaw on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the 17. Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Garoppolo. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run. Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, 49ers.
Garoppolo on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Niners on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 yards on the touchdown there. Where the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
This is our time. Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
59, Mike, check, 59. Let's get the ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line. Tonight's
a big offensive explosion helped lead